Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're like me and you're going away on holiday this year, you probably want a good Bluetooth speaker. And if again you're like me, you probably went on Amazon to try and find a cheap one. I found three options, one at $20.99, one at $24.99, and the other one at $30.99 to give you some information around which one I think is best. First up in the battle of the budget speakers is the Soundcore Select 4 Go. A really impressive speaker that comes in 4 or 5 different colours. This one I've got here is a lovely mint green colour, and the sound quality for the price is absolutely outstanding. This one has 20 hours of battery life, a real good waterproof rating, and a sound that you wouldn't believe would be coming out of a speaker this small. So you might be thinking, what's the catch? The only downside I could really find with this thing was that it wasn't quite as heavy in the bass area as some other speakers that I've listened to, especially if you're like me and you like more drum and bass and dance music. You might want to think about one of the other options. That does not mean by any stretch of the imagination that this is a bad sounding speaker. It connects to the Soundcore app, and there is tons of different equalizer customization that you can do to turn the bass up on this thing, but it's still just lacking slightly in that bass department for me. But fantastic option, a really good price on at the moment at Amazon. Lots of different colorways, definitely portable enough to fit in your pocket or in your bag if you needed to. I would 100% recommend this product if that is something that you're looking for. And even if you are interested in this little toggle here, you can stick it onto a backpack or a clip of some sort and go hands-free without actually having to carry it around. So really good option here. The second product then is the Anker Soundcore 2. This snazzy little bar here comes in at the moment at $24.99 on sale on Amazon, and is a really good looking speaker. You can see the form factor is slightly different than the Select 4 Go. This is a bar speaker. Now, in some ways that might make it easier to pack into certain backpacks. It fits really comfortably in the hand, has super nice materials, and definitely packs enough punch in the bass area, considering this thing has the Anker Bass Up, I believe it's called, technology. So it's a really good sounding speaker, loud, different sort of style and shape than the Select 4 Go, but another really good option. And this one itself has 24 hours of battery life, so you're going to be really not struggling with battery life with this one. Same IPX water rating as on the Select 4 Go, so you're not really losing anything in that department. But one area I do find with this is that when you have the volume maxed out, the sound can be slightly distorted. So if you're someone who does want to max out the volume on this thing, one, your 24-hour battery life is going to suffer some, but two, you might also suffer with some distortion coming from the sound as well. So just one to keep in mind. Now, this one doesn't connect to the Soundcore app, believe it or not. Only the newer version of this one, the Soundcore by Anker 3, and this is the Soundcore 2. So if you're someone who values customization, this is not going to be the product for you. But it does sound good out of the box. Just suffers a little bit when you get to the really high volume areas where it starts to just sound a little bit distorted, a little bit like you're sort of cupping your ears in a way. But it also does have some benefits over the other. It's USB charging, same as both of the products here, but this one does have an aux port on the bottom of it. So if you are someone who values a sort of more a wired connection and doesn't want a wireless option, this could again be a great option for you. And finally, we have the Soundcore Select 2S, which is this one here. This is their newer speaker. I believe there is a Select 3S, but this is the 2S, and it is a fantastic sounding speaker. It takes the crispness of the Select 4 Go and pairs it with the bassiness that you get from the Anker Soundcore 2, and creates this sort of perfect mix of the two. Now, with that being said, this is a much heavier product. When I weighed it, it came in at just under 600 grams. Now, considering that the Soundcore 2 comes in at around 400, and then the Select Go slightly less than that, I think at 300. This is a beefy speaker in comparison to the others. And although it still fits into the portable category, it is significantly less portable than the other two options. That being said, the heft and the additional size from this product that you get does equate to sound quality. So you do know if you do go for this bigger speaker, you are going to be getting the additional sound quality out of it. Now, that doesn't directly translate to battery life. This thing has a 16-hour battery life in comparison to the slightly longer battery life of the Select 4 Go at 20 hours, and then the Soundcore 2 at 24 hours. So you are sacrificing a little bit in terms of battery life. And again, if you crank this thing with the volume all the way up, the battery life is going to suffer a little bit more as well. So then, what is the final verdict of these three speakers? If I was to go away tomorrow, what one would I pick? And this is a really difficult one because the price difference between them is very, very small. We're talking £10 difference from the cheapest to the most expensive speaker in the lineup. Now, there are pros and cons to all of these speakers. If you want a really portable, really lightweight one, the Select 4 Go is a fantastic option and most definitely the best value for money out of these three speakers that I've got here. This comes in at the cheapest price. Is very, very similar in terms of volume to the other two. It's really comparable at max volume. The sound quality sounds great. You've got tons of customization. And if you want to purchase two, you can pair them together for stereo sound. So a really, really solid option for anyone who's looking for a really, really good speaker to take away with you on holiday this year, or to even take camping, or even to use around the house if you're just looking for something really portable and light that you want to carry around with you, clip onto your clothing or whatever it is that you want to do with it. This is a really, really fantastic option. And it's my personal pick of the three if I was to decide which one to take away with me right now. That being said, I do want to give a quick shout out to the Select 2S. This thing sounds incredible. I have to say, I've been listening to this thing a lot recently. It sounds great. It looks great. For me, it's just slightly too heavy to carry around and slightly too big if you want to chuck it in a backpack. But if you're looking for something to use around the house as a really good option that you occasionally take out with you, this would be my go-to pick. It's only £10 more expensive than the cheapest one in the lineup, and the sound quality is absolutely fantastic. One thing to note with this product is you do need to use the bass up feature pretty much all the time. In every review that I've seen of this product myself before purchasing it, everyone seemed to have the same view. I've used it myself. I happen to agree with them. This thing sounds fantastic with the bass up. Without it, it seems slightly flat. So probably something to note. If you are going to use this thing, you're probably going to have to use the bass up feature at all times. And that can slightly affect the battery life claims as well. So the 16 hours becomes more like 12 hours, I would say, if you're listening to it fairly loud with the bass up. So just one thing to note there. And then, of course, the Soundcore 2. Now, this one has probably the worst sound quality out of the three, but it's not massively behind the bunch. So if you are looking for something that's slightly smaller than the Select 2, but has more bass than the Select 4 Go, this would be my go-to option. I think in terms of value for money, it's still a great value for money speaker. The comparable options from JBL, from Beats and the other, mid-sized Bluetooth portable speakers cost 3 or 4 times the price. I've tried them. The sound quality isn't that much better. So if you want something with premium materials, with a great sound, with a really nice small form factor that fits really nicely in your hand, this is a really, really great product. So there you go, guys, the battle of the budget Bluetooth speakers. It's been a really fun video to make. I've really enjoyed testing these. I love listening to music, and I feel really prepared for my holiday when I go away this year. I'm going to be taking this thing with me, the Select Go 4, and the other two, I think I'm just going to keep them around the house and use them at home instead, because they are still fantastic speakers. And for the price that I got all 3 of these for, I probably could just get one option, like for example one Beats Pill or one Sonos speaker, let's say, for example. So I am going to be keeping all 3 of these products and using them in different areas, but this thing is my go-to travel speaker. So light, so portable, sound quality is fantastic, and really, really packable as well. If there are any other products that you'd like me to review, please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I'll be making plenty more tech videos and reviews throughout this year. So if you're looking to see more content around products from Amazon or other sites, press that subscribe button, join the channel, and be part of the team. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.